Look,
thing
we're
we are
all stretching
doing,
our legs
we are
up here
putting
right
things
now.
out
Don't worry about what's
because
going on out
we actually
there.
have one of my favorite interviews that we've ever had on This Week in Esports, and he's joined us here live on the E3 stage. Rob Chiarini, first of all, tell the folks at home, what you do? What you about?
I do stuff.
You do things in places.
I help.
Let's hear about it.
I help out stuff. So I am currently a director of esports at Ubisoft. I help lead our initiatives in NCSA, which is all the Americas down to South America to Canada and such like that. And then our global product and projects.
That's awesome. That's actually
cool.
awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's okay. It's all right. So Rainbow Six has been increasing in popularity. I mean, absolutely skyrocketing out of here. And in recent months, we're coming off the ESL Pro League Season 7 finals that were in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I mean, take me through just the whirlwind of work that's been going on in that world.
Yeah, just a little bit about that. That was exciting. That was our end of our Season 7. It's our transition season before our new program starts. So it was a very short, condensed season of competition where we bring the top 2 teams from each of the 4 regions out to a live event, have them compete and play. We coupled that with a free weekend, a bunch of cool things around the game, the new content, the new operators. It was amazing. And from that, we had early on, the second match of the set was Team Penta versus Team EG, which was a rematch of our 6th Invitational just in February. Penta came out on top and got to do a little bit of boasting, a little bit of stage presence. It was really cool. And then ultimately, Team Liquid from our LATAM region came up and took the title, which is the very first time that when Penta lost and the first time that the Brazilian team has actually won a Pro League final. It's super exciting.
We said that pretty much word for word.
Yeah.
At one point on our show.
I believe we did. Well, Penta is definitely a mainstay in the entire Rainbow Six scene. But let's talk about the game, because like a lot of titles, you didn't start with an esports scene. You didn't start with an esports initiative. How has it evolved to include esports and, quite frankly, to make such a big esports scene?
Yeah, a lot of luck, a lot of love, and super amazing support from the community. I mean, that's a lot of what goes into an esport. You can put the things in place, you can support it as best you can, but ultimately it's the fans and the community and the players that make it great, right? And so for us, it was always an initiative to lead with competition. With that game, and our vision was to be a competitive title, and we hoped aspirationally that we would be as big as we are getting, and we've been nothing but thankful for the support in the community and what we've been getting out of this.
And that's one of the ways that I would say that Rainbow Six has stayed ahead of the game. You guys have had a supreme dedication to the esports scene and competitive gaming programs all the way up until what, like 2020, correct?
Yeah. We just announced our new format, which elongated the seasons from 3 months to 6 months for a little bit of stability and sanity check for us. Trying to do those quick pulses was a lot, and I think that the teams really appreciate the longer seasons. Once they're in the Pro League, they're in it for longer, less relegation, and I think that the commitment to the 2 years really shows both the players, the ecosystem, outsiders, that we're really committed to this program and really moving it forward and not just day by day kind of thing. It's a large strategic initiative for us.
Nice. Okay, so recently you guys released something called a pilot program.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. He's like, I've answered this question many a time before. That is allowing teams to make revenue for themselves. Tell me a little bit about that. What is the pilot program?
Yeah. So it's our first real dip into a revenue share program for our Pro League teams. This year, as we said, a pilot program. So it's not the official end-all be-all of what it is, but we wanted to do something to initiate some research and some learnings and some opportunities on our side as well as the teams. And so we've announced 11 teams that have been indoctrinated into this program from the start, which are going to have a benefit of in-game charms, in-game weapon skins, that a portion of those revenues will be attributed back to those teams for their contribution in the sales of that stuff. So, by helping us, helping them help themselves. And then I think it's great for the fans and the community members that are excited about those brands and those teams. Aside from just the regular Pro League stints and stuff we put in there, they can actually support a particular brand and team and have their charm flying around on their game. It's really exciting.
That sounds amazing. Awesome. Yeah, it's not just getting those nice jerseys at the LAN event, which are still great, by the way. I'm not talking those, but that's awesome.
You just want to make sure you can still get a jersey every now and again.
Hey, listen, I bought a Shanghai jersey last night. There, I said it.
All right.
They went 0 and 0.
0 and
I'm like upset for the team. Happy for your shirt.
Season.
I'm not wearing that shirt today.
All right, so looking at the Rainbow Six competitive scene, like who are the standouts? Who are the superstars? Who are the people to watch? Who are the underdogs? The up and comers?
And so that's always hard because this is as the operator owner, like we have to be objective, and they're all wonderful and they're doing a great job. And I want you to watch all of them and let you decide which team and which region
he's been brilliant.
Want to play.
That's a really good
Rob's
answer. Like that.
No, seriously, like everybody has their favorites, myself included, of like who I like to watch and who I think is enthusiastic, but that's the joy of this, is that there's so many different opportunities for you to look and see and what interest you have in a player or a team or an org. Like, so many different ways to choose, right? So choose for yourself.
Now, Rob, you have a unique perspective. You've got a long history with the esports scene in general. Tell us a little bit about where you see esports going.
Yeah. I think we're going to keep seeing more of the same, in that we're going to see everybody doing their own thing. There's no right answer when it comes to esports. It's what's right for you now, and maybe what's right for you later is different, and how people iterate on those programs is really what helps define and differentiate each of those initiatives, right? So what works for an Overwatch or a CSGO and us, all different things, because our communities are different, our games are different. You know, you saw the Fortnite Pro-Am. I thought that was a great foray into leveraging competition, not esports, but doing something fun and exciting that it doesn't always have to be a tournament with a pro league with a format. It could be whatever is meaningful to you, your brand, and your community.
It's an entertainment source.
Yeah.
Above all else.
Now, I don't see it up here, but we have to ask it, right?
What?
The truck can yell at us. No, just...
Rob, we are going to get yelled at, but
yeah,
that's okay.
we're going to do it. What do you tell
Rob.
the skeptics? What do you tell the people that...
Why
don't
you into
understand what you do?
esports?
Why esports? What do you tell them?
Well, if you don't like it, no, it's... no,
You can kiss me.
I think there's tons of different things. I think that, first and foremost, it's something fun and and people are excited about it. I think when people are excited about something, whether it's a movie or any other medium, like, pay attention to it. What is it that they like about that? I mean, it's not for everyone. You know, I can't play at that level. I enjoy playing, but I can't compete at that level. So, you know, sometimes it's difficult for me to connect with the player, but I understand what they're doing, right? Some people outside of that are like, no, yes. What is it that's interesting for me? So find something that's neat. I wouldn't say discount it.
Okay.
And there's so many to choose from. Like, we use esports as this big umbrella of everything, right, and everyone. But every single brand, every single game, every single title, player is something unique. So I think that there's something there with that.
That's a sick
Rob
answer.
Chiarini, man. The man himself. Thank you, Rob, so much for being here. Where can people find you? Where can people find Rainbow Six, Ubisoft? Give us the deets.
All right, so Ubisoft, Rainbow Six, finding rainbow6.ubisoft.com. Wherever you're at in the world, it'll take you to the right place to find out more about Rainbow Six. And so you can watch the broadcast, find out about the matches, the games, the content that's coming out, all the different things with that.
People want to find you?
Do they? Jedi Rob, JEDIROBB at
right.
Twitter. Yes.
Go.
That's right. I
Easy.
forgot about
Thanks
that
a bunch
handle.
for
Thank you
joining
for
us.
having me. I really
it.
appreciate it.